Hi, today I'm at Florence Court in Northern Ireland. I'm going to take a walk down to the walled garden. It's early winter, so it'll be interesting to see what's available, but I'm sure there'll be some fantastic produce to use. Okay, so even on a day like this, at this time of the year, I've managed to find some carrots, parsnips, leeks, we've got red cabbage, potatoes. That's going to do really well. We're going to make some really excellent dishes with that. Fresh, pulled out of the ground, brilliant. So I'm here in the historic kitchen at Florence Court, and today I'm going to be doing a steak and ale stew, so one of those really classic winter warmers, lots of rich flavours in there. So I'm going to start by chopping the onions, cut this into about 1 centimetre dice. We're now going to prepare the celery, and we're going to cut that into sort of 1 centimetre pieces again. I'm just going to prepare the squash. Take the top off, take the bottom off, and then we're just going to peel it. Again, cut this into cubes about 1 centimetre. With the mushrooms, we're just going to roughly chop those. I'm now going to have a look at the meat. Nice sharp knife. I'm going to start with the chuck steak, and we're just going to cut this into nice chunks. For the shin beef, we're just going to cut down the side of the bone. And what you'll find is there's quite a bit of sinew that's on the outside, so that'll take a while to stew down, but that's fine because that's where the flavour comes from. I'm going to put the bone in the stew, so that cooks in and gets the flavour in. What I'm also going to do is just use a spoon and just push that through and just take that little bit of marrow bone out. And that's going to melt down into that onion and give lots and lots of flavour. It's also really, really quite good for you. Okay, so everything's ready for the stew. So I've got my pan on, I've got a little bit of vegetable oil in there. I'm going to put my onions and celery straight in. Got a little sprinkle of nutmeg. The onion and celery are now sautéed down really nicely. I've got my diced beef, which I'm going to add in. We want to give that a really good stir, just to make sure that meat's all browned off and sealed on the outside. And now we're going to add the butternut squash and the mushroom. So the squash dissolves down into there as it stews away. We're just going to leave that now for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to add in some ale. I've got a local ale, which we're just going to pour straight in. Be generous, none left for chef. And then I'm going to put a bit of water in just to bring it up so that there's enough to cover the vegetables and the meat. And then just finally, I've just got a stock cube. You could use a bouillon or a paste and just get that in and give that a quick mix. So now this needs to sit and slowly stew away. So we're going to make sure this is on a simmer. It's going to take 2-3 hours maybe. Once the meat's tender and the vegetables are all soft, we're then going to add in the last couple of ingredients and then get it ready for service. Oh, that's fantastic. So what we're going to do now is add in the chopped tomatoes. It takes what's quite a heavy stew and lightens it, just lifts it a little bit. And then I'm just going to wait for it to come back up to a simmer. And then just to give a sort of a richness to the sauce and just to help thicken it, I've got a little bit of corn flour that we've dissolved in some cold water. So at this point, we just want to taste that, a little bit of salt and pepper to season it, and then it's over to the table for service. I've got quite a rustic mash of parsnip and potato with a little bit of grated horseradish. In here I've got red cabbage and carrot. These were from the garden. Very fantastic flavour and really, really vibrant colour. They've just braised very lightly in a little bit of red wine, and then just put that towards the side. Just let the sauce run down there. There we go. Just give it a little sprinkle of parsley. So there we have it. That's steak and ale stew. Really, really nice, warming winter dish. The butternut squash is in there. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The smells fantastic. Excellent.